The O Cannabis Conference and Expo returns to Toronto June 1st through the 3rd, and there's still some good booth locations available. This exciting event is free for cannabis retailers and will feature Tommy Chong receiving a Lifetime Achievement Award at the O Cannabis Industry Awards. For more information about exhibiting or to register to attend, go to ocannabis.com. That's OCANNABIZ.com. The cannabis banking bill has been revived as it's been attached to a domestic spending bill. It actually passed the House. We're going to talk about that coming up.
It's only entertainment.
Welcome back to The Talking Hedge. I'm Josh Kincaid, capital markets analyst and host of your Cannabis Business Podcast.
That's right. House of Representatives approves the cannabis banking bill again. Last time it got pulled from the National Defense Act. So they kind of threw it in there like a little dog ear, I think is what they call that. Pork barrel spending is another term for a bill that has expenses in there that aren't really relative to the bill itself, like National Defense Act, like cannabis banking isn't really part of that. So somebody just threw it in there. At the end, they were bickering, pulled it out. Now it's in a different attachment. It's not a bill in and of itself because, they can't be bothered, right? But it is moving along. It keeps passing, it keeps staying in front, and people understand that there's no pushback. Conservatives don't really care anymore. I think they understand the revenue, at least lobbyists do, and bureaucrats do. So the amendment is from Representative Ed Permuter. I don't know if I said that right, but Democrat from Colorado. So formally attached the marijuana banking reform amendment to a larger scale bill dealing with innovation, manufacturing. So that's the most recent development, kind of kicking the can down the road and trying to help protect some of these cannabis businesses by allowing them some financial institutions to be able to work in a state legal cannabis industry. Kind of the whole point of being a republic, right? We shouldn't be having federal laws supersede state laws. That's the opposite of a republic. So we kind of need to push back or at least get something under control. Something like 93% of all laws are made by bureaucrats without any kind of election or voting or anything. So it's not fair that we're giving them a one-page piece of paper as the Declaration of Independence and how they're supposed to govern us, and then they give us like a 4-foot tall stack of laws that none of us really know what the hell is going on. So we got to take some power back. As I mentioned, this is a partisan issue. There is no pushback. So there was not a floor debate on the provision itself. So I think that's a real big takeaway. So that's demonstrating how relatively non-controversial the bipartisan support is, at least in the House. The Senate, they're going to want some more out of it. There's more influential people. They're going to, Nancy Pelosi is going to need to trade on some stock before then, get her money. By the way, I don't see either side of the aisle. It's kind of like the Wizard of Oz. When the curtain gets revealed, there are no bureaucrats. I don't care what side you think you're on. They're not behind there supporting you. It's just lobbyists. So when I talk trash about one bureaucrat over another, it's not because of who they pretend to be. I'm talking trash about all of them because I don't really believe in partisan politics. I think that there's them wanting to make money and nothing else. So whatever reasons you're voting for them, they literally don't care unless they can make some money. So back to the bill, it's been attached to this America Competes. It's creating opportunities in meaningful, promoting excellence in technology, Act of 2022. So the Competes Act to try and bolster the semiconductor production in the U.S., adding $52 billion to domestic aid. So semiconductors are in everything. There's a shortage. And so that's a 2 to 3 year process to build a facility for that. So this is long term. They're trying to do something and and this slap cannabis inside of this bill. We'll see if it actually holds up, though. They're saying that the Safe Banking Act is the best opportunity to enact some type of federal cannabis reform this year to serve for the many steps trying to ensure cannabis businesses are treated in the same way as any other legal, legitimate business. But the chances of this actually passing, being slipped into a bill is probably slim to none. But the point is that it's gaining progress and momentum. And so there's two versions of the spending bill. It has to be reconciled by both chambers, and eventually they're going to see the light for cannabis and kind of give this the green light, maybe in and of itself, without having to dog ear, a bill and throw it in there. So being removed from the military spending bill wasn't great, but now it's being kind of thrown into this manufacturing bill, and we do manufacture products, so maybe it'll stay. The guy who pushed the bill, he's not running for re-election. So we're gonna have to find a new sponsor and then try to keep pursuing that. So eventually it's going to get passed, there's no doubt, but I think people don't necessarily want banking, because once you have banking, it's pretty much a legitimate industry, and there's plenty of other folks that want this not to happen yet for like another 2, maybe 3 years, because it gives them that extra first mover advantage. And right now there's a lot of people and a lot of money ensuring that this doesn't happen yet. But as you can tell, there's plenty of people who understand the money behind it, and there is no pushback whatsoever. So definitely will happen. It's just a matter of when they want it to.
With that, we're going to roll this one up. I'm Josh Kincaid. This is The Talking Hedge. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, or don't, and I'm out.
Don't forget to smash that like button on your way out and check out these other videos that we've got.